Today we've got a 1986 Lincoln Mercury Capri ASC McLaren Convertible. Now how these came about is the Lincoln Mercury division wanted a nicer, more posh car, if you will, than the Mustang, so they teamed up with ASC McLaren and had these built out of coupes. Now, they laid back the windshield, hard stay fast cloth, Recaro seats, wood grain. Instead of having the back seats, you had these rear storage compartments. We've had some people ask how much storage room is back there, but if you get in there, camera, you'll be able to see. Got storage compartments on both sides. These Recaro seats have power lumbar. The controls are right here. They have heat and speakers in the headrest. Pretty trick. Wood grain on the dash. This is one of 238 built. It's one of only 13 with the charcoal gray interior, one of 11 with premium sound, one of 228 with the V8. Then we have some questions. They want to see what the trunk space looked like, since it's a little bit, since the top folds down here. People want to see how much room is actually in the trunk. Power trunk. Ample room for storage. Now in 1986, we went away from the 5.0 HO carbureted version. It was carbureted with a Holley carburetor, and you went to the fuel injection. Now the fuel injection, not only did it gain 25 horsepower, of course it's more reliable, runs crisper. This particular car is power steering, power brakes, AC as well. So you have 5-liter HO with 25 more horsepower. You got the headers from the factory, real dual exhaust, and again 8.8 rear axle with a 323 Traction-Lok gear ratio. Now, part of the reason we're doing this video is for a driving video and for a cold start. So this car's been sitting, started up. We'll watch in the back and see that it doesn't have any smoke, it's not making any funny noises. And again, this car only has 26,000 actual miles. $200 car. Fire right up. Idle's going to come down in a second. Didn't even touch it. You see there's no smoke at all. Running great. The AC also blows cold in this car, which we'll show you when we take it for a drive. It's hot outside today, like north of 100, so I'm probably going to roll the windows up and use the AC. Another interesting thing to note on these cars, when you think about Fox bodies, you always instantly think about Mustangs, but there were the Capris as well. This car before the conversion started was $10,200. The conversion itself was $12,000. $22,000, about the most expensive Fox body you could possibly get. What's better than a very, very rare factory black car, out of the 238 cars built, only 48 of them were black, only 36 were automatics, and again, only 13 had the charcoal gray interior, which I really like because it reminds me of the SVOs. So I'm going to throw the door up, take this car for a ride. And these cast alloy wheels by MW are also factory on the McLaren. Very trick. There were some suspension upgrades done to these cars. They were dropped ever so slightly. Struts are a little bit different. Shocks are a little bit different. For those that drove it back in the day, road and track car driver, they said they did drive and handle better than a regular Fox body Mustang, especially convertible, because they strengthened quite a few things to this body when they did it. This pillar was actually strengthened quite a bit after they laid it back 2.5 inches. Gives it kind of a rakish look, but also gives it more of a European car look. Lincoln Mercury wanted a higher end looking, more expensive Mustang, if you will. But I'd say ASC McLaren nailed it. The cool thing about this car, when you break the numbers down, like I said, there was only 13 of these black cars with this gray interior. Only 3 of these had cruise control. So we got this car, we weren't sure how long it had been sitting, but the family thought it had been sitting about 7 years. We drained the fluid in the tank, put fresh fuel in it, new battery, did the normal stuff, changed the oil filter, air filter, flushed the radiator, cleaned the fuel injection, fired right up, and everything worked great. And including the AC, which is cold. These 508 cars are great cars. They run and drive really well. They're known for running a ton of miles, and this 2-owner car only has 26,000 miles on it. So if you're into Fox-body cars, Fox-body platform, which I am, I love them, this certainly is a rare one. It runs good. Get up and still get up and go. Again, this motor's 25 horsepower more than prior version, which is carbureted 5.0. So if you want one of the most expensive Fox-body cars out there, this is it. And one of the rarest. The top that's on this car is the correct replacement top. They're still available. This one, the date code on it's 2020, so it's basically brand new. We put it on. That was probably the only major thing we had to do. The original top was on the car, and it just wasn't the caliber of the car. The paint on this car is nice, and I believe that it is the paint, the original paint from McLaren. McLaren did so many modifications on these cars that they repainted the entire car. So to say ASC McLaren is original paint, well, it wouldn't be original paint from the factory, as in from Ford or Lincoln Mercury. It would be the original paint as it left McLaren. Everything's working, all the gauges are working, AC's blowing cold. So there you have it, runs and drives as it should. Cold AC, what a neat car. Now this is on Bring a Trailer, so if you've never been to Bring a Trailer website, it's bringatrailer.com. The auction ends soon. We're selling this car at no reserve. What does that mean? It means whoever the highest bidder is gets this car. It means I didn't set the price, Bring a Trailer didn't set the price, you're gonna set the price. So thanks for watching, you'll have a great day.